Welcome to Small Arms Solutions. Today we're going to be talking about a really interesting rifle by a company who you don't usually associate with AR type rifles. DSArms. Now DSArms is known for the absolute gorgeous work that they do with FALs. If you're talking about a FAL in this country, that's the only one to talk about is DSArms. However, they have done a lot of work on ARs as well, and they've created some really interesting models, including this ZM4 titanium V2 model right here. They did a lot of work with titanium on this rifle to make this thing even lighter. Now, this is not what you would call for the low wallet. This is an extremely expensive rifle. However, it has a lot of modifications on here. It's very well thought out. It definitely balances, I would say, accuracy to lightweight to durability and reliability. DSArms with this rifle have taken some of the best parts from some other manufacturers, included parts of their own. You're seeing parts from Midwest Industries, you're seeing parts from ARMS, Magpul, BCM, Geisley. I mean, you have a lot of top names in here for as far as putting together an ideal rifle. What we're going to do is we're going to go from back to front on this one because there's a lot of different components on here that we want to mention and talk about. A lot of use of titanium on this rifle. We're going to point out what those components are and some of the unique features of it as well. Starting on the back here, we have the B5 Systems Bravo stock, which has a little similarity to the SOT mod stock. It's a little more narrower. It's actually on a we have a nickel Teflon 6-position receiver extension with a titanium barrel nut. We also have a titanium forward assist, titanium rear takedown pin, front pivot pin. We have titanium hammer and trigger pins. We have a titanium ejection port dust cover as well. We have the enhanced upper and lower receivers by DSArms. You'll notice there's some material taken out of the fire cartridge case deflector. The selector lever here is on a 45-degree angle. And you can also notice that we have a finger rest right in front of right behind the magazine well here, with also a proprietary trigger guard as well. The trigger is manufactured by Geisley. It's their super dynamic combat trigger. Geisley, I've used them on multiple firearms. They have an entire selection depending on what you want to do with it. This trigger is set up more as a competition type trigger, but it's an absolute excellent trigger. The pistol grip is the Magpul Mo SL. You can see it's got more of a pebbly type finish to it. Your hand's definitely not going to be slipping off of this one. The charging handle is the Bravo Gunfighter. This has got an enlarged handle on the side here. Large handle on the side here, as you can see. The front and rear sights on this rifle are manufactured by ARMS. They're their polymer front and rear sights. They engage. Of course, this one's not going to engage due to the optic that I have on here, but you can see how that pops right back, engages. You have a Midwest Industries rail system. Now, if you notice, this is all M-LOK on here, but you also notice we have these rubber M-LOK rubber inserts for being able to hold on to with your hand. These are also unique. They actually work quite well. When this gun gets hot, it makes a major difference than not having anything at all on there. We also have a mounting point on here for a bipod. We also have on both sides QD detachment points. Now the barrel itself is a 16-inch with a mid-length gas system. You've heard me talk about in the past that I am very, very fond of mid-length gas systems. It increases dwell time, gives the cartridge case a little bit more time to contract, get rid of some residual pressure for easier extraction. I'm a big fan of that. It's a 416R stainless steel barrel with a 1 1/8-inch twist. Now on the inside here, you do have M4 feed ramps on the barrel extension and the upper receiver, which is something that you would expect on most of these modern carbines. We also have a titanium flash suppressor on here. This is actually a compensator. It's the A2 compensator with the bottom that's solid with the vents on the top. Now we're going to turn it over to the other side. On the left side, the one thing we're going to notice is the actual bolt catch itself. This is pretty cool. They actually hollowed some of it out to give it some less weight. This is also nickel Teflon coated. And again, with the selector lever we have here, this is at a 45-degree angle. You can put either one of them in there that you would like. Now, next thing we'll take a look at is the actual bolt carrier group itself. The bolt carrier itself is interesting also. It's also nickel Teflon coated, but you also notice we have sand grooves very similar to that of the FAL, which I'm sure you can figure out where they came up with that from over at DSArms with their high use of FAL. You can also see we have a little bit of extra weight to it as well. Even the actual carrier key screws themselves are nickel Teflon coated. But this definitely would be an enhancement for any kind of a desert type environment. Bolts are very well made. It's magnet particle inspected with a proof cartridge as well. So you have all the the mil spec type testing that you would want for your bolt carrier group itself. Now the buffer itself is an H1, so it's 1 tungsten weight and 2 steel weights. We can get a closer look at the Geisley 2-stage trigger in here as we engage. Nice clean break. Very nice clean break, but again, that's what you would come to expect from Geisley. Fit and finish is beautiful. You also notice even your buffer retainer pin is nickel Teflon coated. They did a lot, as much as they could actually, to take the weight off of this thing. Now, all of these nickel Teflon coated parts, as well as these titanium parts, can also be bought by DSArms as an upgrade to your current rifle. You can go on their website and you can get them there. The overall fit and finish of this is gorgeous. They did a wonderful job on it. Attention to detail, everything is tight. I think they took some of the best parts in the industry to build this rifle. The barrel itself is excellent quality. It's sort of a mid-weight barrel. It's not a lightweight pencil barrel, yet it's not a heavy barrel. It's sort of right in the middle there. So you're still saving on weight. Now the optic I chose on this is the VCOG by Trijicon. This is an excellent optic for any 5.56 rifle, even a 7.62 rifle. We can go from 1 power to 6 power. For the versatility, if you're in a close quarter battle environment, you want 0 to 1 power magnification. So that way, when you actually pull the rifle up to your eyes, you're right there on the scope. You don't have to move your head around to try to get your sight picture in there. And then if you need to go to longer distance, you can go up to that 6 power, which is very efficient up to 300 yards. It's also illumination. It takes a AA battery, if I recall. It's typically what you expect from Trijicon. Trijicon puts out some of the most highest military grade optics in the industry. The materials are made out of 775 T6 aircraft aluminum, just like the original ACOG. So you're having an extremely durable optic itself. I'd like to give a shout out to Arms Unlimited. They have been very gracious in providing me with some of these newer optics. Doing this kind of work, you want to be able to show the latest and greatest. And most of what I've had in the past, as far as Trijicon is concerned, are some of the older stuff. They've been kind enough to provide me with some of this newer stuff, so I can show you the newer VCOGs and some of the other ones you're going to be seeing in the very near future. So definitely want to give a thanks to them for that. What we're going to do now is we're going to take this to the range and we're going to see how it shoots. I would definitely consider this DSArms rifle as an advanced level rifle. Again, you're getting some of the best of everything. You're getting some of the best components from several manufacturers, as well as the innovations that are done by DSArms. I was extremely pleased with its performance. Shot well, 100% reliable. Again, you wouldn't expect anything less from DSArms. The company is known for putting out the extremely high quality FALs, and I also believe they make some really awesome RPDs also. So if you have any questions, please leave me a comment. If you enjoyed the video, please click like, please subscribe, and even better, please share. Thank you.